Hi guys and welcome to the Steel City Slamboree, a pro wrestling podcast with me, Leo, and my brother Ewan.
Hey.
In today's episode we will be covering just Clash in Paris, maybe some news stuff should we get into it.
Maybe SmackDown.
Maybe a bit of SmackDown, as well as doing off the mat segment closer to the end.
Yep.
But yeah, we will nicely transition into Clash in Paris unless you want to start with...
Maybe start with SmackDown.
We'll start with SmackDown.
Start with a mode, like teachers do at the start of lessons.
Yeah, so it was very uneventful till the last part.
Yeah, it wasn't. SmackDown isn't a great show. It's a fine show.
It had a good promo battle with Cena and Logan.
Yeah, that was good.
Like Cena pretty much cooked Logan.
Yeah.
He apologised to that kid.
Yeah, I didn't like that person. I'm jealous of the kid.
And then that kid did some.
He did some filming. He did some filming.
Yes, he did. So we're not going to go through the whole of SmackDown because honestly, I don't have my notes with me about SmackDown.
No, I honestly I can't remember
the
that
big
much.
talking points were promo from Logan and Cena, which was fine.
Yeah.
In my opinion, one of the bigger parts was Kiana James getting absolutely shat on.
Shot like Giovanni Vinci shot on, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. I'm someone who has been a big supporter of Kiana James since.
I don't hate Kiana James. Yeah.
But she hasn't really done that much.
Yeah, I think another talking point is the fact that Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton isn't on the Clash, or wasn't on the Clash.
So Cargill is now the number one contender for the SmackDown for the Women's Championship. Mm-hmm. But they didn't put that match on Clash in Paris
for literally no reason.
For the sake, and we actually don't know when that match is going to happen.
Yeah,
which is a bit weird considering that it was like built up a fair bit in place for SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
But yeah, so the lack of Giulia doing anything with the United States Championship has been a real issue.
She doesn't do anything,
I thought she was going to be one of the people set from NXT coming up who was going to really, like the Roxanne Perez, like your Stephanie Vickers.
Yeah.
And no, it was just...
Yeah, she has a title, but she doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so we know we're getting her versus Michin at some point, but I would assume on SmackDown this week.
Yeah. I'm excited about that, probably not.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
It's Michin.
But of course, the biggest talking point of SmackDown was the main event.
Yeah.
Where I was unfortunately at work during SmackDown. I got pretty much a running commentary of the sequence from you.
Yeah. So,
in case you don't know, Sami Zayn is the new United States champion.
Yeah.
And it's something that me and Ewan are more than pissed about.
Yeah, because I don't like Sami Zayn. Right now, especially, he's like the worst version of himself he's ever been in terms of like... Just he's having a character which doesn't work because you can't be an underdog if you win all your matches.
Yeah.
He's gets involved in everyone's business. He's very whiny about not being a world champion, and he's not very fun to watch. I think he just literally bury Solo completely.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Solo, obviously he got the advantage at times. It wasn't like a complete burial, but the table spot.
Yeah,
many running solos.
Yeah, three spinning solos to the table, and just shakes off, and I'm going like, this is over.
And as soon as Sami hits that exploder, he's finished.
He hits the exploder, and then he goes for the Helluva kick, and he gets super kicked, right?
But that doesn't matter.
He has
heart and resilience.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Because he turns around, and hits the Helluva kick on the opposite rope.
Yeah,
and then hits him another Helluva kick, and it's ball game, as JBL would say. Yeah. And I'm texting Leo, and he's like crashing out. I feel.
Yeah, I was at work, and I was not happy at all.
You're lying.
I was just like, I can't believe we're actually putting. So I said to you when Sami got put onto SmackDown that he was going to become a Grand Slam champion in 7 months, which cleared this month. And all the way up to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And the idea is the fact that he wins the US title here, wins the Royal Rumble in January, and wins the world title.
Yeah, he's going to beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yeah, if Seth is still a champion by that point, which I think he will be.
Probably will be, yeah.
So, yeah, it's something that I'm not best pleased about.
To start with the mode, it's frustrating, it sucks. And it continues this sort of trend of bad booking decisions in my eyes that WWE have had recently, which they didn't have in the last couple of years. So
it's thing is, I've never really connected with Sami Zayn anyway. I know we've talked about this on this before.
Yeah,
but like having this complete overbooking of Sami,
it's annoying
to this degree where he's gonna get a Grand Slam in a matter of months. I think is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and like I don't like the somebody Hogan jokes. But this is like the number one, in my opinion. You
Yeah.
can say what you want about Rhea, say what you want about Becky.
Yeah.
This is the worst one.
This is the worst. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else that's been in like the news or anything. Following, obviously, we're going to talk about Clash in Paris, but apparently Becky Lynch is internally listed as a member of the Vision now, which is fine.
It's fine,
depending on what they do with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
I would have preferred the fourth member being.
She's almost
else.
too big for the Vision in that sense of like, she'll just be like, she should be like a co-leader almost.
Yeah,
but
I would like it if they did like a Rollins controls the male version of the Vision, and then Becky does a female version of the Vision.
Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible.
Cool.
Yeah,
But I don't think there's enough women on the road to be able to do that.
No, the main roster's quite thin actually in women's.
Yeah, but then
So-
NXT's full, and yet we're not bringing anyone up because he can't seem to decide on a draft date.
Yeah, just we need a draft so badly,
Yeah,
so badly.
For the men, not so much. For the women, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
But yes, we will see. And I think that's everything. I think
That's
we kind
everything
of talked
from,
about the whole Roger Jackson thing in the last podcast.
Yeah.
In case you didn't check it out, you should.
yeah.
There hasn't really been much else.
No, so it's just Clash in Paris.
So we'll do the off-mat segment,
Yep.
and then we'll move on to Clash in Paris. So moving on to the off-the-mat segment, where in the last one we did, it feels like a few days ago.
It was like, yeah, it was like 5 days ago maybe.
Yeah,
something
something
like
like that for Heatwave and for Indoor.
that.
You chose Nickelback,
I did the band,
and I chose 8 out of 10 Cats Do Countdown,
the show.
the TV show. And it was a controversial one.
It was a
Because
yes.
on my channel,
Yeah,
Nickelback won,
yeah.
but on the Slamboree channel, I won.
Countdown won, and by percentages, kind of
Worked out
that
turns out that 8 out of 10 Cats Do Countdown.
So
won the
Leo's-
this one.
Leo's 2-0. I
2-0
feel there
these
may be
picks.
some kind of rigging going on here.
Of
I'm not
course it
going to
does,
say.
because you can't take a good L.
No, I can't. It's a shambles. I have a shirt that says shambles.
So, my pick this week, especially today,
Okay,
because today's a very special day, if you don't know.
is it
I'm picking Transfer Deadline Day.
transfer deadline day?
Because this is a special
For-
day for football fans.
Yeah, for the people who aren't into football, would you like to explain what transfer deadline day entails?
So pretty much transfer. I mean, I feel like transfers within football is a universally known thing. You know
Yeah.
that players go back and forth for a certain amount
Yeah,
of
it
millions
might be
of pounds.
might be called trades in
Might be
America,
trades
except
if
they
you're
don't
in the
they don't
US
have
of
one
A.
go one way and one go the other. Just have one person going to a club.
Yes, because they pay money for them. And
Yes.
It's normally in the millions somehow.
It's always in the millions.
So, and yeah, today is the last day you can make transfers. The window shuts at 7 p.m. here,
Yep.
which I wasn't aware of till earlier.
Yeah.
So, as of recording, we've got about 4 hours
yeah,
left.
and it reopens January 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is kind of like the last day to get your squads together before the next few months of football.
Yep.
And we also have an international break, which is where everyone starts dropping off.
International breaks suck. Yeah. So
Yeah, this is like a really important day. Like it's the day, like this. So it'll be today and January 31st.
Yeah.
The other 2 days I'm like constantly on the sports websites.
Yeah. So
Because I'm big on transfers.
Yeah.
I'm a big transfers guy.
and there's some big signings going on at the minute.
Yes, my team, Man City, we're
Yeah.
looking for a goalkeeper
My
currently.
team.
Um,
Yeah.
and I feel like we might be going to somebody else.
Alexander Isak, is he signed for?
Yeah, it
Liverpool
looks. Last time I looked, he was having his medical.
125 million
Million,
pounds, which
yeah.
is just a ridiculous amount of money that no one's worth.
Probably not.
But,
Obviously, Yamin
Yes,
Yamal.
transfer deadline day is.
But yeah, transfer deadline is,
proper.
especially if you're like I want to get like a stereotypical British bloke. This is one of the biggest days of the year.
Yeah.
Because you get to like
Yeah,
you get to stay
stereotypical
up-
British bloke
you
is
get to
right.
Stay
Yeah,
up late watching Sky Sports News.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
because there's also you get the big like transfer deadline day like news when Arsenal signed Mesut Ozil. They did a massive thing on that because that was on
we
deadline
get
day.
all the video packages of like these players being introduced, even though we've heard about it all day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not as
it's
if
all
we
you
don't
ever
know
hear
who it is.
about. Yeah,
But no, it's just a really exciting time. I'm looking forward to the deadline later.
I like that pick.
So yeah, I'm picking football transfer deadline day as my pick.
It's a good pick.
Yes.
And
So
I will move on to my pick.
what is your pick?
I'm going to work on the wrestling thing. Hopefully, I can get a win here.
He is, for the first time, a wrestling thing has been
On
trying
the
to
off the
get
mat.
into the off the mat segment.
I'm going to give credits to a wrestler. It's going to be a wrestler today.
Okay, which wrestler?
It's going to be the Great White, Sheamus, who we will talk about later.
We will talk
obviously.
about it in a very short while.
But a wrestler who, I mean, his catchphrase is a
Fella.
sum up of what he does.
He's a fella.
He's a fella. He drops banger after banger.
Yeah.
He is sort of underappreciated in this era because he just has sort of like mid-card feuds where he makes someone look really strong, essentially.
Yeah, I'd say that like late 2010s to... Like, it's pretty just the 2010s was Sheamus' time.
Yeah.
He was a three-time
world
WWE
champion.
Yep.
Yeah, 3-time WWE champion. He's a two-time world heavyweight or one-time world heavyweight. Something like that, yeah. He's won everything there is to win, bar the Intercontinental title, which it would be a travesty if he wasn't to win that before the end of his career. I'd genuinely be very irritated.
Yeah, he said yesterday.
Even more than like Cena not winning the IC title.
Because we kind of accepted that at this point, that Cena just won't win it.
He doesn't have time now, I don't think.
I don't think so.
But, yeah, I would like to give my appreciation to Sheamus.
Yeah, fair. That's a good pick.
Because he deserves it.
I do. I'm also a big fan of Sheamus, and I was watching, like, when I was starting to remember stuff about wrestling, he was, like, on top at the time.
Yeah. And what's interesting about Sheamus is he's got the branding thing down to the point where he's like a very famous wrestler in the sense, like, a lot of people know him. Like, all my friends will know who Sheamus is.
Yeah, so I've had people...
Mainly because of how white he is.
Yeah.
That is kind of... He's just like a white highlighter or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Sheamus, he has the branding thing down. Great wrestler. Great reliable. Irish character.
Reliable when there's no one else around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a very good pick. So, yeah, you can vote on those on the community pages of the Wrestling Retrospective YouTube channel, which is my individual one, and the Steel City Slamboree podcast channel as well. Mm-hmm. They'll be on the community pages, so you can vote on them until we do pretty much the next episode, which I'm not sure when it'll be. I mean, I assume it'll be
All Out on WrestlePalooza.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'll be some point just after that, which is just over 2 weeks away.
There's so much.
So moving on now to our Clash in Paris run-through / review / whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
We started off with Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed.
That's right.
Roman Reigns getting the win there.
Yep.
And then a beatdown that seemed to last forever.
Yeah, so the crazy part about this for me was this took, I think, 51 or 52 minutes.
So I think from the show starting to us finally moving on to the next thing.
The tag match.
The tag match.
Yeah.
50 minutes have gone by.
It was crazy. I was like, how long is this show going to be if we're taking this long? The beatdown just took so long.
Because Roman won the match, he was celebrating, he was throwing his shoes into the crowd.
Yeah. So he didn't actually
probably
want him back.
Hit a small child.
Yeah.
And then Breaker speared him through the announce table.
That's right.
Actually, first of all, the match. What did you think of the match?
It was fine.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't great.
It was a bang average match.
Yeah. This was okay for Bronson, less than okay for Roman.
Yeah. But the right person won, so I'm not angry about it.
That's true.
Roman had to win. I'm not having a world where Bronson Reed beats Roman on pay-per-view.
Not this day and age. Not tribal chief Roman Reigns.
No, not at all. It took Bron Breakker a ridiculous amount of time to get involved. Like I thought.
Yeah, I
expected Bron Breakker a lot earlier.
3 counts made, bam, Bronson.
And what's funny is they treat Bron Breakker obviously like the hothead of that group, even though Bronson Reed is just as much of a hothead as Bron Breakker is, really.
Yeah.
With the way he tsunamis just whenever he wants.
I did like the moment where it seems like they're leaving, and then Bron turns around again and just pelts back down the ramp.
Yeah.
Him. And he flew. The
it's
guy
good,
was floating in the air for a couple of seconds before he made connection with Roman.
The security team annoys me. Because, just move Roman Reigns.
Yeah, for the tsunami.
Yeah.
So when he was strapped down to a stretcher and Bronson's going back up, he just moved.
Just moving. Like, what you do? Why are we... Jason Jordan, come on. Snap in.
He's got a bad neck. But yeah, so that seems gone for a while, and then we kind of kept looking at Bronson and Bron, even when they were leaving, he kind of just was so stagnated.
Yeah.
And Jey Uso came out. He took a spear
that
he could not recover from, even if he tried
Adam Pearce tried to talk him out of the match.
He took one spear from Bron Breakker as if he hadn't faced him 2 weeks ago on Raw.
He gets speared by Bron Breakker all the time. They face each other loads.
He had tape on his ribs. You'd have thought that Jey Uso had been speared 5 times, let alone just once.
It was a bit dramatic.
It looked ridiculous.
But you can tell from how much we aren't talking about the match itself that there wasn't much to talk about here.
No,
the best move in the match was Bronson's. Was it Roman's powerbomb to Bronson, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, Roman powerbomb, because we talked about how Roman had a really good powerbomb, and he never uses it.
Yeah, so that was probably the best move in the match. There wasn't a lot to go off, really.
Do you know when Roman did a crucifix bomb?
Yeah.
He never did it again.
No. It's a good move. But yeah,
Roman needs to pull out moves randomly out of his arsenal, but then never does them again, even though they look really good.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah. But then we move on to just before the tag match, Braun and Braun are kicked out of the arena.
They are, yeah. It's important.
Oh, Paul gets choked out by Roman.
We completely forgot to talk about that.
Really important detail.
Yeah, so these are all important details for what we go on to talk about later. But so Paul
Heyman gets
medical.
put in the guillotine by Roman during these antics after the match.
Yeah.
So Paul gets carted out.
Yeah.
He's gone to the hospital.
Yeah, I hear Paul and Roman went to the same hospital.
Yeah,
I hear they were in the same room.
They were fighting in the hospital while everyone else was fighting in the arena.
Yeah.
And then Braun and Braun got kicked out of the arena by Pierce.
Yes.
Luckily, they were right next to the door when he said that, so they could just quite easily just
walk out. Yeah. And Seth is left without an option, and he's screwed.
So Jackie Redmond later in the night goes to Seth, "What are you going to do?" And he goes, "Well, I'm Seth Rollins. I can just win by myself."
Yeah, and I went, "Yeah, that's completely acceptable."
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he is Seth Rollins. He is he is arguably the best in-ring wrestler on the male side of things in WWE right now.
So it's like, yeah, of course he can.
So yeah, of course he can win by himself. I'm sure he wouldn't have anybody come out and help him during the main event.
Oh no, not at all. He wouldn't by himself, I'm sure. But anyway, we'll move on to that later.
Well, then we get to the tag team match, which again was fine.
Yeah,
it was. I put in my notes, I said in my review, this wouldn't have gone amiss being on SmackDown.
I agree.
We could have had Tiffany versus Jade here.
Yeah.
We could have had Solo versus Sammy here.
Yeah.
We could have had any kind of women's world championship match where I need
We still don't know what's going on with that,
Yeah, we are now on Monday afternoon. It's like 3 o'clock-ish. We still have no idea who Stephanie's opponent is, if it's for the World Championship, and what is going on that.
Yeah, no idea. They're keeping us in a suspicious by its absence suspense here with who she's going to face.
Hasn't posted anything on Instagram, which is how I know what's going on Raw.
Yeah.
Is when Adam Pearce is walking his dog and he's telling the world what's happening on Raw tonight.
Love somebody today.
It's official.
Yeah, it's official.
So yeah, we have no idea what's going on with that. But instead, we got a bang average tag team match.
Yeah. So the story of the match.
Yeah, there's one massive over-glaring issue with this match.
It is.
It's the Street Profits.
Yeah.
They had them.
Yeah.
So to start the match, in case you didn't see it, Montez looks as if he's going to start the match for his team. Mm-hmm. Angelo Dawkins puts his arm across Montez, and doesn't say, "I will start this match, friend."
No.
All he does is a gesture with his hand to get out of the ring.
Yeah. So the story of the match is that the Street Profits are on maybe worse terms than usual, and they've done this before. We always quote this. They did this in like 2023 when Michael Cole randomly dropped on commentary, "The Street Profits haven't been getting along recently," and we're like, "Have they?"
Really random. There's no suggestion of it on television.
Yeah.
And then nothing came of it either.
No. So again, and I don't think anything's going to come of this.
No, because by the end of the match,
they were fine.
They were a cohesive unit, and they were tagging in and out quite easily. They weren't consistent with the story of these two breaking up.
Yeah, they also looked like tits. They had the most embarrassing Borderland gear on, so that was unfortunate. I really like the Street Profits.
It was very similar to the Viking Raiders at WrestleMania when they came out in Clash of Clans gear.
Yeah,
they looked ridiculous when they came out.
And it's hard to say like this because Street Profits are in my top 3 tag teams.
They are a fantastic team, and they should be used so much better. Do you know where they should be? On Raw.
Yeah, definitely. They should probably have the Raw tag belts, probably.
Yeah, they would be Raw tag team champions if they were over there.
Yeah, definitely. Then I have my problems with the Wyatts, that they're supposed to be good, but they cheat to win. It doesn't quite make sense in my eyes. So, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but
I like the Wyatts, but then I always liked the Bray Wyatt, and I've always liked the spooky type things.
Yeah,
I've always been kind of a fan of that.
Yeah.
So I do have like a softer mindset towards the Wyatts. I like when they appear in the background. I just feel like what they're missing is a compelling storyline. The reason the Chad Gable stuff worked so well is because it was an overwhelming storyline.
Yeah.
Whereas here it was like they're facing the Prophecy of the Weekend. The day before, or 2 days before, sorry.
Yeah. I don't think they need to cheat to win, though. I think they should just be kind of destructive. I think it's kind of ridiculous that these two scary, creepy guys need 2 other guys and a woman to help them win the belts.
Yeah. I'm interested, because it feels like the team that would take the titles from them are the MFTs.
Yeah, they have enough guys to kind of...
And not only do they have enough guys, but everyone fits the bill.
Yeah.
Because you've got Rowan and Tyler Tonga.
Yeah.
You've got Gacy and Loomis going with Tonga and JC.
Yeah.
And you've got Howdy
and Solo.
and Solo.
Yeah, the only Nikki Cross is the only thing that sort of.
But
doesn't
she's
fit.
been targeting Giulia.
Yeah.
She's been appearing in the background of the United States Championship, so
Yeah.
she can be off
So,
doing that while the MFTs.
Kiana can suit a business deal with the MFTs. We'll take Nikki Cross off your hands, where you sort out the other wives.
We'll sort Nikki while you guys.
Yeah.
God save your souls.
Because we're being told about Kiana's business abilities. She doesn't have very good in-ring abilities, it seems. But
see, I feel like, and I know it's like not the best comparison, but Jade Cargill in AEW had Smart Mark Sterling by her side. He was a bum. Whenever he got involved, he always got dropped. He's more of a comedy thing.
Yeah.
Kiana fits that bill to a T.
Yeah.
I would have Jade turn heel. Have Kiana by her side, take the title from Tiffany Stratton. So you could have it as like, because Kiana keeps talking to Tiffany.
Yeah.
Kiana turns up at ringside during their match, whenever it'll be.
Yeah.
Costs Tiffany the title. Jade gets the win.
Yeah.
Jade has turned heel.
Yeah.
She's on the side. And you kind of got this woman group of Jade, Giulia, Kiana.
Wouldn't be bad.
And then, if you wanted to, which they won't do because of the whole separation of brands, even though they don't matter.
Yeah.
That could be Becky's vision.
Yeah.
But they won't do that.
Because brands matter, but they don't, because people... Because Nick and Adam...
That on the spot.
Nick and Adam are nice guys. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, you can come over to our show.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, we'll send you, you come over here, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have very recently started managing each other's shows as well.
Yeah, they've, do you want a week off? Because I'll happily do...
I'll just fill in for you.
Yeah.
I'll make pay-per-view matches on your behalf.
Yeah, and then Nick goes, Adam, I've seen how you run your show.
Yeah. We don't need that much security, Adam. This is a civilised SmackDown brand.
Yeah, exactly.
The bloody MFTs running around and the Wyatts running around.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But then after that, we had Becky and Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
Becky retained the championship.
Thank God.
This was a tough watch.
It was crap.
It wasn't really.
Unfortunately. Because
I was... My full belief was that Becky Lynch could carry Nikki to a decent match here.
Yeah.
Because Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best, if not the best, women's wrestler of the past decade.
Yes.
She could carry a lost it Nikki Bella to a decent match, and it wasn't the case. I saw there was like 5 botches from Nikki Bella in the match.
Yeah, thing is, through this whole Nikki Bella run, I've wanted to support Nikki. I've been very supportive of her and optimistic about Nikki. She can cut a half decent promo. She's not terrible on the mic.
The promos were great between these two.
But there was one move that really, really triggered me, which is Nikki went for like a jumping back kick, like a disaster kick type thing.
Yeah.
And just airballed it completely. And Becky kind of sold it groggily, even though she was nowhere near her. It was like Jinder Mahal selling Jeff Hardy's move at Great Royal Rumble when he wasn't anywhere near him. And it just looks so bad.
Like if Becky had rolled out of the way instead of selling it, you could have gone, Nikki's an idiot. She's an idiot.
Which would have made sense because Becky's a good wrestler and a bastard heel.
Yeah. But no, this was really hard to watch.
It wasn't great.
Really, I don't know what it is, but the Raw mid-card division is struggling.
Yeah.
Like, Lyra could kind of bring people up.
Yeah.
Whereas Becky, it feels like she's going to be struggling for opponents.
Yeah.
We have Bayley, who's got schizophrenia. We don't know where that's going. It looks like it's going into a feud with Lyra.
Yeah.
But then Lyra can't challenge for the Intercontinental Championship.
No, she can't.
Then we're still waiting. And I can't think of anyone right now who could challenge.
Exactly.
Other than, I'd say Asuka, but then A, Asuka and Becky again. But B, it seems like Asuka and Io are going to start doing a program together.
All the people who maybe are low enough on the card that they should be in the mid-card title place, I don't want them near it. Like Ivy Nile. I don't like Ivy Nile.
Yeah,
but she's low enough on the card; she should be around there.
Heel, which might work.
Yeah, I think maybe Kyrie.
If they're gonna be kind of not have her involved as much in the Asuka Io inevitable feud, then fair enough.
Because they were kind of putting her over for a couple of weeks.
You could I think the best thing I've just popped into my head. The best thing they could do, as a kind of person who should beat Becky, is Roxanne Perez.
Definitely, I agree. I agree.
But she's like the person who is just on that upper mid-card level.
Yeah.
Where she either could be in the women's world title match, but she could also be in the Intercontinental Championship
and
match.
she's really good. She drops.
And I feel like, would elevate the title just as much as what Lyra and Becky have.
All of her main roster matches have been good matches.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
Roxanne is becoming one of them people, and I love when people get like this.
Yeah.
Which is they don't have a bad match with anybody.
It's
Ilya Dragunov is the other example of that.
Yeah. There's a few, like Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I was saying Sheamus, I feel like now has got to that point where he just doesn't have a bad match. So,
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca Belair, yeah.
So, yeah, it feels like Roxanne's getting to that place, and she can keep consistent with that. She's going to end up becoming an absolute star within WWE. Yeah. After that, we had the good old Donnybrook.
Good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Where Sheamus lost to Rusev.
Yes.
But it was a banger.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it was a good match.
This was the turning point of the pay-per-view, in my opinion.
Yeah, this genuinely was a pay-per-view of two halves.
Yeah.
So we're into the good half, the second half, the good half. I enjoyed the spot where they jumped off the barrels through the table. That was good. I nitpicked on that, saying the camera angle should have been better. There's not much you can do about that. The spot was good.
Yeah.
There was the right winner. You know, I've talked about Sheamus a lot, and I like Sheamus, but Rusev was absolutely the right decision to win.
Yeah, Rusev has that. He's in the position now where he needs wins to get elevated that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Where Sheamus is consistently, he just needs to get to that point, because it's been a bit of a slow start for Rusev since coming back.
And he needs it to build this gimmick of getting the best out of people, essentially, is what I think his gimmick is supposed to be.
He is a heel doing a babyface work.
Yeah, he's a heel. Yeah, he wants people to be better.
But the people he is targeting are babyfaces who, like,
a crap.
Essentially, I feel like,
Alpha Academy, I was talking about there, not Sheamus.
But no, this was great. There's just two. In the words of Big E Langston, it was two big men slapping meat for a while.
And I loved it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I don't know what else to say. It was just a great match, good fun to have.
Yeah.
We then moved on to John Cena defeating Logan Paul in what was another great match.
I'm going to go even further. I'm going to say possibly match of the night here.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think they dropped a banger here.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is that with Logan Paul matches, you have to be prepared for the worst, which is him getting the W.
Absolutely. And there was that worry. It would have been worse a couple of months ago because I didn't like Logan as much then. But
yeah. And there's also the case of, can John Cena at his age put on a good match against Logan, who's so much quicker and younger, etc.?
Yeah.
And I know some people would doubt that, but Cena has put on some terrible matches, even if it's been on purpose.
Yes.
There is still that lingering thought in the back of the head of, is this going to be as good?
But he absolutely can put on a good match because he proved it.
This was paced
he
very
did
well.
A great thing, which he talked about, which is he paid homage to people he's not going to get to fight in his farewell tour with the moves he did at End of Days.
Baron Corbin.
He did a Styles Clash.
AJ Styles.
I think there was one other move, but I can't think of it right now. Maybe there wasn't.
He did the Code Red, but I don't know how that was.
He did the move Hangman does, Ciampa does, where you hook both arms and your face.
Oh, it's like a face buster.
Yeah, he did that. I don't know who that was for, but he doesn't usually do that.
Nothing comes to mind.
No, but he was pulling out moves he never pulled out, and it was great. And it adds a variation to the match which you don't usually get.
Just like the Cody Rhodes match, it had that John Cena US Open challenge.
Yeah.
Just when he, for every reason, in like 2015, became just an absolutely fantastic wrestler.
Yeah. Logan didn't try to cheat, which I enjoyed. There was no brass knuckles or anything like that. It was just a really genuinely really good match. It is
one of those matches where we're going to look back on this one as one of the turning points of Logan going from celebrity to WWE superstar to future WWE champion, and probably.
He made Logan look strong. Like Logan took like two AAs maybe.
Yeah, he did the roll through.
Yeah, so it was really good.
Yeah, like all positives all around for this one.
Very happy.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
And then in the main event, we had the Fatal 4-Way match where Seth Rollins defeated Jey Uso, LA Knight, and CM Punk.
Yeah.
With a little bit of shenanigans.
To
retain the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Which I feel for me showed what Seth is willing to do in a moment of crisis.
Yes. And that made sense.
It was desperate.
Yep.
But in the right ways.
Yeah. It was desperate and it made sense. It wasn't like he called in some random person. He literally went to the person who sat next to him in the locker room and said, can you come out if I need your help? But if I need your help, I reckon, because he was very close to just winning that match clean, because he went round, he stomped
we were.
And he stomped Jey Uso.
We got to the point where it was, he is going to do this clean.
Yeah, and he's not just going to do it clean cheating. He's just going to fucking destroy everyone. Yeah.
He played it tactically correct. He was involved for the majority.
Yeah, he played a massive part in this match.
Champions don't normally do.
No, usually, especially in especially in like fatal four ways, they'll hide on the outside and break up pins when they need to. Yeah. He was involved in nearly all the match.
Yeah,
which was surprising.
Him and LA Knight were the MVPs here. I thought they were. When one of them wasn't in the ring, the other one was going around doing everything. Respect to LA Knight, who took the big table bump.
Yeah,
as well. Like, didn't land on anyone. Just went through the table by himself.
Yeah, CM Punk took a nasty fall through a table that didn't quite break.
Yeah, he like broke the table, but like not in the way that you're thinking of. He didn't break it completely. He kind of just broke a bit.
He skidded across the top of it and broke.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
But he didn't really play a big part in the match.
No, until the end, obviously. The end, he kind of had to be there, I guess.
Yeah. Jey Uso was a heel for a moment. He super kicked somebody out of the ring to start the match.
No, that was Punk. He did that to Jey Uso.
Oh, right. Okay. I've messed up in my video. Oh, well.
But, yes, I remember he played a heel at some point in this match. Can't remember the exact
They were setting up the table. They were all going to work together to put Seth through it.
And then Jey he turned.
Punk, and then Rollins kicked LA Knight out of the ring, and then they brought outside for a bit where LA Knight was at ringside, and then within seconds was on the other side of the crowd. Yeah. He just spawned elsewhere. Did spawn. It was very weird.
But yeah, a great amount of chaos in this match. I enjoyed this match.
Yeah, there wasn't a dull moment in this one. There was always something going on.
Yeah.
And we saw, in case you didn't see it, as we've been alluding to, we got to where Punk GTS Rollins. Yeah. He goes onto the ropes, lands back on him exactly like the Netflix debut finish.
Iconic.
But as Punk gets up again, somebody low blows him from behind. We think, it's the fourth member we've been waiting for. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Austin Theory? Is it going to be Ethan Page? Is it going to be Ricky Saints? Is it going to be Omos? Is it going to
be someone we don't even know is around? Is it going to
be the really tiny guy from Triple Mania? No.
No, it's not.
Well, it was his wife. He just asked his wife to come out there and help him should he need it. It was Becky Lynch.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
This was Ewan's direct quote. It's a woman.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you've got a male faction, when you want a fourth member, I guess I was expecting it, a fourth member, a male fourth member.
Like the Judgment Day.
Shut up. And so, no, my thing it wasn't in disgust. He said it with disgust there. I don't know if you could tell the tone, but it wasn't with disgust. It was just like, oh my god, it's a woman. So I was like, who could it be? Me being stupid.
Immediately I went, it was Becky Lynch.
And I was like, yeah, of course it is, yeah. What am I talking about?
They did the whole celebration.
Yeah.
They kissed.
That was grim. That was the worst part of the beef. That was the worst part of the beef.
It was worse than Edge and Lita.
Yeah, it was. It was vile.
Becky held up the title, and it made me realise just how massive that title is.
Yeah, the title is half of her size, yeah.
And yeah, it was an interesting way to finish the pay-per-view, as I said earlier, like the news thing. It looks as if Becky Lynch is part of the vision now, which I get to a degree. I just hope it works in a way that the Judgment Day now works, where she's not like... It's not like... Pretty much. And I feel like this is going to be the overall consensus, which is if we are going down the same lines as Becky and Seth in 2019, don't stop. Put the brakes on. We're not doing that again.
Yeah, because
that was awful.
Yeah.
But if we get something new and it works tactically and Becky isn't involved in literally everything they do, I don't mind. As I said, I would love to see her form her own vision and then it's just one big group, but it's within two of the divisions.
That's not a terrible idea, yeah.
That would work really well.
But yeah, I think this is Seth's version of being a heel champion, which is, he's still going to drop bangers, he's still going to be involved in the matches. Yeah. He's just, going to cheat.
He's just going to be a little bastard.
Yeah.
But yes, there was. What did you think of it?
Actually, he didn't cheat because it was a fatal four-way, so technically he was well within his right.
Within the rules.
Yeah, just thinking about it now, but yeah.
But no, you know what we mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, as you said, it was definitely a pay-per-view of two halves. It was a pretty bad start.
Yeah.
But it got good.
It picked up, yeah.
Definitely near the end.
Yeah.
No Brock Lesnar, which was a bit of a surprise.
I was a little bit... Well, I was just scared for John when he was in the ring.
It's when he went to go see that kid, and then he kissed his wife.
Yeah, and then he got back in the ring.
And then I was like... So he's kissing his wife goodbye forever.
Yeah, he's off to the local medical.
And then it seems as if he's going to walk off.
Yeah.
And then he stops and he gets back in the ring.
And you're like, yep.
It's a trap.
Yeah, don't. But no.
No, if it's black.
I'm not flying all the way to Paris, brother.
No, so I'm interested where we go from here between now and WrestlePalooza.
Yeah. If we're getting that match as the main event, which is what is heavily rumoured.
Reported that that's the match we're getting.
Yeah.
The AJ Lee rumours are off the charts.
It's
today.
not going to happen, people. Every single Royal Rumble comes round, and I put number 30, AJ Lee, because we do a prediction thing, which we'll get onto, I'm sure, when that comes around. Yes. And every year I'm disappointed, because it's never AJ Lee. Last year especially, because they had the wait, and you're like, oh my God, it's happening, and then it was Nikki Bella. So because we've done the whole mixed gender thing with Seth and Becky, the speculation of AJ Lee coming back is absurd. It's not going to happen.
I cannot go on any kind of social media without seeing AJ Lee's face pop up.
She doesn't want to do it. Every time Punk mentions her name, he's like, I'm sorry, she's going to kill me for this.
Yeah.
So
I'll be very surprised, though it would be incredibly welcomed.
Yeah, obviously. Oh my God, I'd go.
I
wouldn't just be like, "Oh, this is great." I think I'd pop out of my chair and start knee sliding.
But I cannot see it.
It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
But yeah, do put in the comments down below what you thought of Clash in Paris. Did you enjoy it overall? Did you not? What do you think Seth's going to do after this? Because I don't think either of the three guys he faces are going to get a rematch at Crown. But I have no idea who he faces at Crown.
Yes, it's all up for grabs.
Yeah, and what do you think? Do you think AJ's going to come back? I mean, we don't think so.
No. But do you have any information which means that you think she will come back?
Do you know AJ Lee? Does she watch this podcast? That's the questions we need to know. But yeah, that has kind of been this episode. It might be a bit of a shorter one compared to usual, just because it's only been one pay-per-view instead of two.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
I will plug Cherry Bakewells. As the food. Try them.
I like this idea that you don't have a social media really to plug, so you're plugging things for people to do.
Just plugging random stuff. Just go out there and enjoy your life.
Lovely. What a lovely message.
Indeed.
But yeah, thank you very much for watching, or listening even, because you can't see us now.
Nicely done.
But yes, thank you very much for tuning in.
That's good, yeah.
And we will see you in the next one.